Get the microphone nice and close. Anime. That anymore? I don't need this. I got my coffee. So let's go. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Okay, let's find chat. All right, let's go get Corellian. Oh, what's in the shop? Somebody's in Craftopia. Hey, the backs, what's up? Ataji, hey Rooster, Dirty, good morning. Good to see ya. Guess what we're doing this morning? We are committing the Corellian Caper. The great Corellian Caper. And in case you don't know what I mean, let's look at finishing the Millennium Falcon, shall we? I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling a little bit burned out, so I'm trying to not get to that point, but just let you know how I feel. What I need to do, I need to step away from Star Wars for a little bit, but I do have two main projects that I need to finish, and I think one of the more important ones there is the Falcon. I can come back to the Razor Crest. In fact, actually, I want to do a rebuild on the Razor Crest, but we'll see what happens. The one side, the angle is not quite sitting with me, and I think I can do so much better. So let me see, profile, account, mock purchases. And man, I have so many. I have the TIE Avenger that I'm supposed to build. I'm supposed to finish up the Gazanti, but the helicopter. Oh, actually, that's a tutorial, so that's fine. Here's the Falcon. Good morning, Aunt Kitty. What's up? Good to see everybody. All right, I think we are there. Oh, what a nice site to come into. Shuttle and Star Destroyer. So I'm just gonna, be reckless, throw that down, and we're gonna take a flight. Way back over here. Where is the Falcon? Falcon should be right about here. So let's go. Morning, Christopher Chwalik. Hope I got that right. All right. This has been a long time coming, but now that we have the time for it again. Okay, Fly, you need to go away. Seriously. What's wrong with you? I don't even know what page I was because that was in Adobe. Oh my god. All right, I guess I gotta find a page. All right, there it is, and Falcon should be over here. Luthen Rail ship. Razor Crest. Definitely need a rebuild on that. The one side has been annoying the heck out of me. And Falcon. I think we can get through this. We're almost to the top part, so we're on the interiors. Let me find the interior for this entire section, and we can go from there. Oh man, this is the first time that I'm actually having um, the. Uh, I don't think I like this. I don't like having it um, on the same computer. Do not like it at all. Share. Put you over here instead. AirDrop. Send to the MacBook. Here we go. Better. Mucho better. And it's in Acrobat. It's even better. I can see the sides of it and get to the correct page faster. So page 134. Ooh, we gotta I guess we gotta rebuild the front. The sides. Sides. Okay, yeah, here we are. We're back at this again. So, let's take a nice wide look so that we all know, get all familiar with what we built before. Oh yeah, I gotta finish up the bottom part of it. Not a problem. Not a problem. I think I was looking at seeing how we could fit balloons in there. But the best canopy so far. Definitely almost 100% accurate. All right, we got to get these walls in here too. Not just one side. It has to be on both sides. It makes it a little more cramped, but it is what it is. And no, I don't think we're putting in any more seats in here. It would have been good to have the those wall computers. What if we could actually turn a couple of them? That's like some of the minutia. Everything's too big. Oh, hello. Except for you. You aren't too big, are you? Yes, you are. Why are you like this? Anyway, thank you, game. All right, so we have our interior walls, and I think they all have to come up 4. So you guys need to be higher. You guys are doing okay. 4, 4. You guys definitely need to be much higher. Everything needs to match up on this side. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that even the same height though? Question. Let's answer the question quickly. Huh. I kind of knew it. Don't know how, but I kind of knew it. So at least one stud higher. That kind of sucks. Okay. Well, it kind of sucks in terms of the height, but it's actually kind of good for movement. So we're gonna have to just deal with that. All right. let me see, page 272. I can't even share this PDF on screen because this is one of the ones that I purchased, and there's a bit of copyright issues around that, so I can't actually show you the document. I can build from it, but I can't show you the actual document. So we got to go all the way around. Get our interior walls all set. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I think at some point, common sense is gonna have to kick in for what we can and can't do. I'm gonna have to make some decisions on some of these elements here. So, like right in here, this would actually be. It says that we need to do. Okay, I forgot. I moved my thing around here. Let me get to my screen back. How's everybody doing this morning? I'm trying to start all fresh and chipper and stuff, and doesn't always work. Projector, there we go. Here's our projector. I can see chat. Say hello to Ann Katie. She's our moderator, excellent moderator. She'll try to do her best over on Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. So be nice, play nice, or you'll give her an excuse not to play nice. Just saying, don't annoy the Ann Kitty. She has teeth. The kitty will bite. All right, so that is. Apart from that, I wonder if I can get the same angle on this. It might be worth it. Would be worth it. But it says only the 2 outside pieces that I need to get that angle on. Now, does anybody remember how I got this angle? Okay, so it's aligned to that. I do know of an easier way now. So why don't I try this? We're gonna destroy first. Not with a gun, with an axe. Mess with the kitty, get the claws. That's right. And Kitty is also our most awesome mama bear, so don't mess with her. Or we mess with you. First order. Here we go. So the wedges now have a brand new property that was not here before. I'm just gonna get rid of that right there and pop this. Okay, I guess I'm not gonna do that, but I can pop this over here. Why are you so high up? What's going on there? Huh. Sort of odd. Oh, the wedge has a bottom lip. I never saw that before. All right. Anyway, as I was saying, these wedges have a slightly different property than some of the others because it actually does allow us to do this now. Never had that happen before. So it's all kind of weird. If this was a half wall, a half wedge, that would have been great. But we don't have any half wedges. So I think I may have to start from the bottom on this one just to get the right angle. And then work my way up. The problem, of course, is going to have to be, well, not have to be, but the problem is usually transferring one piece from the next. But this works over here, and it can work everywhere else and allow us to get the pieces that we need. It's all a matter of transferring it to something else. So I think one of the easy transfer pieces was possibly the machine block. I don't know. Let's try this out first, shall we? Gray. Can it go over from one to the next? It doesn't like that. So let's try a machine block now. Turn the beat around. Come on, anything. Nothing? Nothing at all? You worked fine last time. Alright, you know what? Let me try a little bit of transferal magic. Alright, snap to that. And maybe we can actually get this to come out. Alright. Vertical to vertical. Okay, vertical to vertical works. Wicked. So I was right. Amazing. I actually know what I'm doing. Today. Limited time only. Now, if I can get the post, or do I need the post? Alright, we got this angle, and then what happens? This gets more extreme. I have nothing for that. So I'm going to have to settle with one angle and then the next. How far does this come? First order, single posts. Malice aforethought. Alright, let's try to get this lined up with this. I know, we're going through a lot of shenanigans just to get that lined up, but you know what? It's worth it if we can get it to work. Always worth it. Do. Ah, come on, really? Looking out my back door. In most cases, all I have to do is get it close enough. I just have to cheat and just take it in from there. Yep, I think I'm going to have to cheat. Unless there's something else that I am missing. That's kind of a half space. Is it a half space? In between? Yep, that's half space. So I wonder if I use something else, like a mat. Can a mat go under? Nope, mat has to go on top. Let's brain this one through, shall we? So, go up half a step, then extend it, come down a full step. So it goes green. Then we should be able to put this where I need it to be. So, you end here, sir. Yep, that's it. That's all of it. That's the entire ball game. No, it's flush. No, it's not flush. Dang it. It's close enough, but it's not flush. If I break this, will it fall apart? Nope, it did not. Amazing. Something's close enough is, well, close enough. All right, let's get our side panels on and move on like we planned this all along. Oh, I made a connection. Sweet. Even better. I love it. So I no longer need this. Now I have to do it on the other side. But we have kind of a roadmap. All right. Let's get this wrapped up, shall we? We've got a whole bunch of stuff going on there. Okay, so we got 6 up. 6 goes to there. So you need to go bye-bye. Let's grab another 6, not an 8. First order. All right, then we're going to flip to the other side so we can get that other piece on there. Because why mess around, right? And then we can put these. How do we get these on here? These are uprights. So these need to be flipped. Okay, I think I know how. Should be fairly simple. Take this, slap it on here. In this way, you're flush to the top. Take that right there. And then you get your roof pieces. Haunted house. Roof pieces. Align it. Carry it over. Boom. Delete. Repeat. What? What is your damage, buddy boy? Oh, come on. That was a perfect transfer. Are you kidding me? Something is out of alignment. We're going to try to realign this. All right, so that is an 8. I need a 6. 6 goes here. Align to that. Seriously, what is your damage? that little lip, that better not be what's causing problems. Okay, let's try this again. This time starting from over here. In fact, you know what? We're going to start from over here. Put this down. So we got to do the other side. We're still at angles. But the angles are kind of important, so. Especially for the look of the falcon. Okay. That's improvement. Haunted house. Always good to have these on file. I forgot to grab this. But smack it down. Alright. Now we can delete. So we got front. What is the difference? This should be flush to the side. Same height. There we go. We got 6. So this should be the same, exact same height as that, except for that little lip. Might be problematic. Just a tiny bit. Alright, let's see if we can do it on the other side. Let's get the falcon completely closed in. I would love to get oh, we can actually get that angle on the engines. And that will be an improvement. It would be nice to see it solid. Oh my god. I completely forgot that I was Boba Fett. That's so wrong. Let's just switch. I should at least be Lando. Thanks for pointing it out, little kitten. Hey, Monkey Stone, what's up? Top of the morning to you. Alright, who shall we be? It should be Jar Jar Binks. Where is my... I had Lando. Why isn't Lando showing up? This Finn. Guess Finn is actually a good choice as well. Where is Lando? There he is. I'm blind. See, I don't get to use Lando very often, so let's go. Wait a minute. There's a different Ann Kitty. There's Annie Kitty as well. Oh, okay. Annie Kitty is over on TikTok. My bad. We're gonna get Diego to make his YouTube channel and share to the world. Right, Diego? Good to see you, brother. All right, let us continue with the Falcon. We got our angles all set, so I might have to redo this one because of that bit of a thing there. But if we start correct on this one, we should be able to set the wedge. All the pieces reset. All right, let's start with the wedge. First order, wedge Antilles. Here we go. And this should bring us flush now. So any piece that we use coming off of this should be flush to the top without that little gap in there. Hopefully. Because we actually came off of the bottom last time, and that introduces chaos. It is always chaos. So let's get this off the side. Boom. And then we can, what did we do? We had to turn it. First things first. Woo! What song is that? First things first, I remember. Actually, that's starting easier. What the heck, man? If I break that off. What? No way. No way it was that easy. Other side kicked my butt last time. That is so not fair, man. Maybe it's because it's on the edge. Alright, you know what? That's just unfair. That's just not cool, man. Like, at all. I did rounds with that. Is it going to fall apart? Nope, did not fall apart. Alright. We're going to have to go and try it out. There it is. The side. All done. You guys just sat with me through the other side. You saw everything I just had to do. Apparently, using the wedge in the right position makes it easier. Go figure. This will actually make the construction on the AT-AT, the sides of the AT-AT, a lot easier for some of you guys. No, man, I had a whole tutorial plan for that. I may have to do it outside of everything else. I do want to take a step back from Star Wars. So I've been building Star Wars for a lot. And there's a Batman project that I want to do. It's something that I was actually talking to Mr. Black about, and it just never got around to it. But it is something that I really want to do. Like a whole month of Batman, starting from the do the Batmobile from the 1960s and work my way forward. Oh yeah, I will have to do a quick edit on that. Do a voiceover. I was trying to do the voiceover, monkey. The thing that I don't do when I'm building is actually narrate. So I have to go write the narration and record it after the fact, which not the most ideal situation, but it's kind of what works for me, because I can't keep up the stream of consciousness and talk at least properly while I am building. It's just not possible. Look at that. Look at that. Right there. It's gonna establish itself. Alright. So since you are here, you can go. No. No. Okay. Okay. Fine. Fine. I see how it is. You want to pop over there and say hi? No, you don't. Son of a. Seriously? What is stopping you from saying hello? This bit? This little bit right here. That's an easy. That's an easy get. So let's get rid of that. All right, that's sealed to the floor. Oh, look at that. So flipping easy. 1, 2, and 3. Now we can put on the side pieces. This one needs the wedge. Let's get that. But anyway, yeah, Batman. I want to start doing the Batman series and just work my way through a lot of the Batmobiles because we've seen a lot of iterations of them popping up. So I thought it would be really cool to get some of the Batmobile action going on. I think it'd be really fun because Batman is something that we definitely grew up with. I know I grew up with it. So we all have our different feelings about Batman. It's gonna be a little rough there, but it is what it is. Let it be rough. Oh, hold on. What did you do? Okay, you did nothing. All right. So see, now we have 2 easy walls. Way too easy walls. All right. Let's pop the sides on. Pop, 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 pop. See, this little stutter that I have where I will sometimes forget what I'm saying. Terrible for doing live recordings. Absolutely terrible. So, this is why I always have to do a script. I'm much better at doing a script. I will be nice and smooth. As long as I know exactly what I have to say, then I can go in and say it without any hesitation whatsoever. So I can get through a script read pretty quickly. Boom, just go right through it. But you asked me to think about what I'm saying, and I have to pause and do all the regular stuff. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I want. That's not what I want. What I want is haunted house. Here we go. Haunted house 1, haunted house 2. All right, here we go. So yeah, that's the only reason that my tutorials will take a little bit longer, because I have some scripting and recording to do. And it's why sometimes you will see some of the tutorials come out without any voiceover and just be, video thrown together. Because at some point I get frustrated, run out of time, or something, and I just want to get it out there. So, got to make the hard choices. But we have the helicopter tutorial coming out, and the whatchamacallit, the tutorial for the new TIE fighter. So one will land today, and the next one will land tomorrow. So we're gonna have a fair amount of stuff going on. Oh, okay, we gotta get some greebling in here. Oh crap, that's not a wall piece. That's a wall piece. All right, we'll have to figure that out bit by bit, bit by bit, bit by bit. All right. Yeah, the I am really excited about the Batmobile. I actually almost started building the old school one this week, but then I was saying, you know what, we gotta do the Falcon. Can't leave you guys waiting forever. And thank you guys for your patience in all this. Really huge thanks. Now, the big question here is this 45-degree angle. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Yeah, that's pretty much what I do, Monkey. I record the process, and then I do the voiceover after. But you kind of have to watch the unless you're writing down all the pieces that you're using and everything. I mean, like, I would love to be able to do like what Haskins does and just say what pieces he has, but I would have to go and list every single piece so that I know what I'm saying. Because I would prefer to have fewer stutters while I am um, imparting knowledge than what piece is this? This is a 45-degree angle. Okay, see, I forgot what I was saying. 45-degree angle. What piece do we have that's 45 degrees? Because I know the 45-degree does not work. But we are going to try something here. Okay, let's go back to the wall pieces and go over to not haunted house, but supernova. Now, supernova has the benefit of some new pieces. And I would like to try, I think I'm going to try this. Let's give it a go, shall we? Excuse me. Oh, belch. All right. So you see this? Because of the angle that this is at, it has to go from 90 to 90. In here, we have 3 angles. We got a okay, 60-degree angle here, and then a 45-degree, then back to a 60. You can check the angles in those quite easily with some pressure plates. I actually left Diego playing around with some of the pieces yesterday, so I hope he found something useful. That is not a 45-degree. But using thrusters, you can also see the different angles. So we have, oh, the thruster does not like this wall. Interesting. The pressure plate does not like this wall either. Why? That doesn't make sense. So it likes the angles. See, that one cuts into it, but it doesn't like the pressure plates. Sorry, it doesn't like the straightaways, which is really weird. Okay, that one, it wants to be a 45, but it's not letting it be a 45. Man, this game is so weird sometimes. Legion, what's happening? Good to see ya. Yep, I was trying to build the full scale Tantive before. The Tantive is a challenge. So knock yourself out. I mean, like, you don't have to try to fly it. That's one of the good things about Diego. He doesn't have to try to fly his ships. So he has a little bit more creativity available. When you actually have to try to fly it, too many things come into consideration. I do suggest killing it down to at least 50%, and that way you can actually finish the whole thing, because it is a complex build. The back engines in particular, good God, man, we had some fun trying to get those figured out. But it was a shift that we eventually said that's not going to happen, because the calculation said we were going to hit complexity, and we were going to stay there. We were going to pretty much live in complexity for that entire ship. And the worst part is that we could actually get it to scale, but without a lot of the interiors. So if you can get the Tantive going, I would love to see it. Oh, why didn't I try that before? Question is, what can we do with it? Can we do anything with it? Because this game has a hatred of 45-degree angles. It gives it to us, but doesn't let us actually use it. So that's one. That's not going to happen. All right, let's try this one. Two, but in pieces. Bring it over. Nothing. I need a good attachment. Let's try a smaller piece here. Sometimes this can work wonders. It just has to be aligned to the right height. So if you can ever get it flush to the floor without any movements whatsoever, then you're good. But the thing is, we can't ever do anything. Wait a minute. I just had a thought. We can't ever. Let's try this. First order, get those pieces in here. All right, so you do that. Now I wonder if we can actually get an angle off of that. Place a car foundation piece on top. Oh yeah. I don't want to do that. I was just trying to use it for the angle piece. And I think I may have a solution, because sometimes it lets us go off of the edges of certain pieces. So I was thinking that we could actually use this on here and then transfer it down onto here. Because if we can do a transfer, I am not claiming victory yet. I am not claiming victory, but I am claiming angle. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, so close. So close. I can almost feel it. We have a slight angle there. Come on. Be nice to me. Be much nicer to me than that. Yeah, come on. I actually forgot the challenge of working with this. How interesting it can be. I'm addicted to the chaos. All right, let's see if we can pull an angle off of this one. Get to the black. Come on. No. No. All right. Okay. 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 We're almost there. I can feel it. Horizontal, vertical, anything. All right. Let's see if we can transfer to that from doing that right there. Are you too far in? I think you're too far in. Align to the black. Is that even aligned to the black? All right. Come on, come on, come on. I should have called this one experimenting with angles. Didn't know I'd be doing this much today. Come on. So close. So close I can feel it. Oh, okay, okay. Maybe this is the point where I should just give up. Because that one does not look like it's going to happen. It's much more difficult. Hey, kaboom! What's happening? We're messing around with angles today, as you can see. Oh yes, it's pretty much the only thing that's gonna monkey. The lightsaber is the only thing that's gonna destroy your balloons and your thrusters now. The axes are gonna take forever. So word to the wise. Now I would put out a video about that, but I don't want Epic to buff it. You know, take away the lightsaber ability to destroy. Okay. Is there anything else that I can try here to get this angle? Because I just need to get one angle, one thing to come off of this. Maybe, there is a wall, one wall that has a 45 degree. I could try that. Everything else is a nice wedge, but oh, actually, you know what? Speaking of walls, let me try this one first because this one is actually smaller. Supernova. That's not 45, but this is. And this is also 45. I have never put these on the floor. Or put these. So we have a perfect little wedge here that can fit right in here. Let me get a smaller one. This one will fit right in here. But I need to turn it onto the side. Okay, you know what? Let's come back to that. Let us go with the one that we know is active, working, and aligned. So technically, I should be able to cross my fingers and hope this works. So to the black. Into the black, and there is the angle, but object must be aligned. At least it's touching it. Now, if I try that with a machine block, we have the same, yep, object must be aligned. Same result. Now the other question is this. Can I transfer from here like I did before? So we did a transfer down. Can we do a transfer up? And we can. So let me destroy that again. Let's see if we can get that flush to the bottom, because part of the problem is always the alignment. And this is why the engine blocks are so useful, because the engine blocks allow us to snap. We can't snap on these. So it's always a bit of a gap that's introduced. See that gap? We need to get rid of it. But first thing to do is see if this passing is allowed. Nope, it is not allowed. So Back to square one. Does not like it. Does not like it one little bit. Unless... But we're not finished testing yet. Nope. I was hoping that this piece would actually count, but it doesn't count. Can I pass this? I know we're supposed to be building, not experimenting. All right. So, sad to say, we cannot get the 45-degree angle. Not clean as we want it. So we're going to have to make some concessions. But we can at least get the Han Solo angles there. Now, what can we do to fill this space up? We can either... Let me see. You have a solution for the 45 degrees? Diego, if you have a solution, let me know, because 45 degree is the one angle we can't get. Because they don't want us to. So I'm going to be using these guys to fake the angle. Let's fake an angle, shall we? Okay, let's bring it out here, and then there, and there, and there. We're going to use so many pieces. But you want that look. It's almost smooth. There we go. We can't put any greebling on here, but it's at least a little smoother than what we had before. Which piece from the Tatooine set? Speak quickly before I fill this in. All right, let's look in Tatooine. Wall pieces. Oh, okay. We got the floor pieces, nice and these are nice and big. Wall pieces, 45 degrees. Oh yeah, that's got a nice curve. Maybe a little too much. That is a little bit high. Let's see what else we got. We got these guys as well. Oh yeah, that one does have that angle. It's not quite long enough. And this one is got more of a curve. This one's a bigger curve, smaller curve here. It's all about the size of it, and the size is slightly... I'm gonna have to put two of those together. Ooh, that's nasty. Brown has entered the conversation. Might be a little too much. It's not as controllable, unfortunately. Let me see. Let me see. I think I smell what Diego's cooking. if he is right, if this works, I'm going to celebrate. No transferal. But oh my god. Oh, you know what I just realized? This is kind of the key part to this. Um, we have one piece that's 45-degree straight away. Question is if the we can get a vertical piece off of this. If we can get a vertical piece off of this, then it's gonna be more possible. And no, we can't. Son of a biscuit eater. You see, if it had turned to that angle, it would have allowed a lot of possibilities. But it's not doing that. So we need to get the machine block on here. Please snap to it. Come on, come on, snap to it. No, it's not going to do it. Ah, we need something that's going to come out from there enough so we can snap the piece to the side and we can get the angle off of it. But it's not going to allow it. All right. We tried. We tried a lot. 933. All right. Let's go finish up the side here and move on to the next section. This one section is just going to have to be not as detailed as some of the other panels, but we can at least add greebling to these guys, which is awesome. We just need more greebling because it's not. I can stick a mailbox on there. Ooh, I can actually do that. Come on, get over there. Yes. May not be able to stick a mailbox, but I can stick other stuff. Aye. There we go. You want greebling? We got greebling. Hey, DDD Designs. Use a small rocket. And you can get the single piece. All right, let's try it. I've actually moved away from using a small rocket because it sometimes introduces a bit of tilt. But if we can get this. Okay, Diego, you may be using that in a different way than I am. Unless you're actually coming off the side of it, which I have not tried. It's always been off of the face of it. Huh, I actually wonder if a pressure plate on the face would work. Try pressure plate. And try to come off the face instead of off the back. That may give it more purchase. Nope. All right, Diego, that's not going to work. So we're gonna move forward with the rest of the design. If I ever find a solution on a 45 degree, then we can always come back to it. But right now we are where we are, and it's 9:37. So closing into to 10 o'clock. I do have to go. I am back at work today. The holiday is over, so we're gonna move ahead with the instructions on the Falcon. Let's just get through the rest of this, shall we? So back wall, 45 degrees. Here we go. This is the simple way. Like I said, if we do come across a simpler way, um, then I would definitely share that with you and replace these walls. But right now, time's are ticking. And I already spent like what? A good 45 minutes just dealing with angles. But thanks for the suggestion, Diego. Definitely something that I will have to come back to. Right now, 45 degrees are going to have to stay slightly out of reach for us. Okay, now these guys, I'm going to have to rebuild these, but getting an angle on this will be so worth it. So let's get that angle. Then maybe tomorrow we can actually start with the roof of the Falcon and measure that out. All right, we got, so this goes right to here. Oh, hold on. Oh, this one can come straight across. So straight across here. I didn't swap this one out. So which one is better? I see. I was experimenting. Okay, I like that curve, that angle, a lot better. Wish I had seen that before. What did I do over here? So from one and then to the big one. So instead of the small one, we actually had, ah. All right, I see it. I see you. So there's a 45 degree. Interesting. Okay, so our wedge is going to have to come out from here. D designs, chill out. Those balloons are exactly where I need them. Until this thing flips, or until any of my ships flip, I'm good. Let me cook, man. Let's let me cook. The idea about balloons is that we use balloons for ballast. We don't use them for, call it, to get into the air. So we only need a certain number of vertical balloons throughout the ship. You can have horizontal balloons lower on the ship, and then more horizontal balloons throughout the rest of the ship to actually balance it out. When you put your vertical balloons on the bottom of the ship, it will cause it to flip. this is something that I have that I know out of experience because this is not my first ship. This is my third Millennium Falcon, and this is maybe one of my the 100th ship that I have actually built. So this is not my first time. I mean, seriously, are you going to actually look at this design and wonder if I know what I'm doing? So yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to problem solve. So comments like that tend to throw me off a little bit, make me a little cranky. So I'll apologize if I come across cranky, but I am cranky. So because I'm problem solving, but not trying to be cranky at anybody. Just let you know. Just let me cook for a little bit. Let me figure out my brain where it wants to be. Like seriously, I have built like over 100 ships at this point. None of them have flipped. Well, actually, the first one I built that did flip. You learn very quickly. All right, you need to be in one more. Why aren't you coming? Let me come in one more. Okay, let me place you right about here. Okay, I see you. I see you. Wedge. Seriously? Oh, because that. Uh, does anybody else have that? Yep, it's just you. So let's get rid of these guys. And now I can place my wedge. I know I am in the way. There. Son of a. Okay. Now we're talking. So, how the heck did we do it last time? That was from the bottom. So, like I said, I apologize. DDD is just I'm kind of locked in, and I so just trying to figure to problem solve. So I do come across cranky when that happens because sometimes I'm asking myself, do I even know what the hell I'm doing? So is that those times when someone actually comes in with with a solution or a question that I get real cranky because I'm already questioning myself. So it's just one of those things. What the flip aren't you working now? Okay. It doesn't do it. It doesn't do it on the face. It does it on the side. It doesn't do it on the face. It does it on the side. Duh. Okay. Some of them sometimes it works on one side. Sometimes it works on the other one. All right. Let's try again. So from the bottom, then from the side. Bring it up. Get green. Why the flip aren't you working today? You were working 20 minutes ago. Seriously? Seriously? Yeah, whatever, man. There we go. All right, let's see if we can maintain that angle, shall we? And this needs to be set back far enough because there's supposed to be always a lip for the Falcon, for the engines. Is that going to be enough? I think we actually need to be one step further back. So let's bring that in and get a 6 in here. That should be aligned to the floor. So it should clip to the floor. And then we can do that. And get rid of this. 2 pieces. Now the question is, oh my god, this is not the question. The question really should be, do we put black back here or do we put white? I think we should put black. Let's put black. Hopefully this is a good decision. All right. So what happened? Oh, crap. I forgot about the spacing. Okay, we're going to have to bring in the engines a couple steps further in order to make that work. I forgot why I had them placed at that section anyway. I can probably do a double row of engines instead of a single row, and that will take care of the spacing issues. But let me see about this. You snap. Did I just get electrocuted? I probably did. Okay, so that's supposed to be... That's not even. Dude, seriously? Are you on crack or something? Yes, I talk to myself. One has to sometimes. Like, what was I thinking? Alright, so there you go. 1. Is that a 6? Or is that a 2 4s? That's... No, hold on. That's a 6. Oh. At least now I know what I was thinking. And then... There we go. So that should give us a double row of thrusters. It is 9:51. We are closing in on 10 o'clock. All right, wrong way, wrong way. All right, 1. All right. And that should give us more thrust because of the balance of thrusters. Everybody should know that the big thrusters are essentially the value of 2 thrusters together. So doubling up will help significantly the amount of thrust. However, the downside of this is that we have way too much thrust coming from the back. And this is something that always works against me. In the last Falcon, we actually had the right number of thrusters in the back, but it always pushed the Falcon up, and we would have to have thrusters in the front to push it down. So you can have too many thrusters in the back. The it's I'm sorry. I was okay. If you're gone, I'm sorry. I was just, you know, locked in and in a mood. So I did apologize. So rule number one: don't be cranky at your viewers. Ah, okay. Well, see, this is why I sometimes like to build by myself, because that way I can properly lock in. If I've offended anybody else, please feel free to let me know. I like candy pops. Give me more candy pops. All right, what the heck did I do over here? I actually forgot what I did. Did I turn something? I must have. Oh, okay, I remember now. Ah, crap. Yep, I did turn something. So, machine block. So that is flush. Then well, at least one thing we can be guaranteed of is that I can never be perfect because I am way too flawed. I should just put on my description, I'm cranky. Crankiest builder. Sometimes suggestions help, sometimes they don't. Okay, why aren't you... you need to be here. Why aren't you being there? Yes. That's... oh, son of a... there. That's where you need to be. Okay, so we have that off the side now. Can we actually move this down? No, because it only moves side to side. Of course it only moves side to side. So we're going to do what any normal person would do and just break everything around me. Break everything. Maybe I'm streaming too much these days. I need a vacation. Okay, you know what? This actually is upside down. Is that what I did? I went and turned it upside down? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Interesting. Very interesting. So if I turn this one upside down, get rid of that, then snap to that, I should be able to bring this down and turn this upside down. Turn the bead around. All right, so there you go. That's how we get that piece. It's all turned upside down. I think it looks much smoother this side. I am still wondering about using the black instead of the white. But at least we got this piece done. Let's replace the wall. And there we go. I'm liking that because it does go in. We got the angle. Gonna have to fix the back here to make sure we get a nice lip, because the lip can't be too extreme. And we did a lot of adjustments here. Yep. A lot of adjustments just to get that out there. So yeah, that's going to go away. We're going to redo this section entirely. All because of the angles. I think we may be even able to bring out the lip of this even a little bit further. But let's play with it and see what we got. Let me just do one last thing before I go. It's 10 o'clock and I do have to run. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm the MadPuck66. I stream every day from 8:30 a.m. till 10 a.m. when I run off to work, which is now. I usually try to stream. I do live builds in Lego Fortnite every day, and try to impart some knowledge about how you can build a little better in the game. So thank you guys for coming and hanging out and being cool and patient with me. This is a really it's hard to build by yourself. It's harder to build when people are watching you. So I'm not always the perfect host. So I do apologize for my bit of tension there this morning. Just yeah, I'll try to be cooler than that and a little bit more patient. But thanks for everybody for coming and hanging out and bearing with me. Oh hey, Chris Carnage, I missed you there. Okay, Diego, I'm missing everything you're saying. Yes, the I know there is another solution to get the angle with the swivel. The swivel is annoying as hell, and I need a solution that's going to work for most people. So on something like this, I can probably go ahead and get this rest of this out, but a lot of people are actually building along with me. So I'm trying to give them a solution that is not going to frustrate the heck out of me. And if I find like an angle like this one that can be built a lot easier, anyone who's building along right now can actually go and get that angle a lot easier. With the swivel, it's touch and go, so it's not perfect every time. So there is a bit of a method to my madness sometimes, when I'm just trying to make sure that this is something that can work for most people and not just advanced builders. It's already pretty advanced as it is. It's just it's not going to be perfect every time. So with this ship, the Millennium Falcon is a ship that a lot of people want. So like I said, I'm trying to make the process a little easier so that people watching and building along can actually build the same thing and get as similar as a result as possible. We can of course go ahead and spruce up our own falcons after the fact, but we have a good starting point, and that is the most important part for me. So you have this side. I think you guys should be able to get the other side. Hey, DD Design just sent a friend request, so I'll accept that. I will talk to you guys later. See you tomorrow at 8:30. Oh, and yeah, we do have the rest of the boat tutorial to go. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it at 3 this evening. We'll see. Depends on if I can, how work goes, and if I can get back into the flow of things. I may need to take a break for a couple of days or something. We'll see. Anyway, thank you, and I will see you guys later. Hopefully you have enough of this side that you can come back and finish the other side. Now that we have the a design locked down for the thrusters. So anyway, that's it for me, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. I said bye.
She said, my love is like a flower, I'm trying to get you over. You like love sour, then you should come try my poison. She said, I grew up in the garden of Eden, and ever since then, my life